Now we get to the big TV shows. Start with Rabbit Hole from Paramount Plus with 24 Kiefer Sutherland and Charles Dance.
Ryan does a wonderful thing on his blogs. I'd like to remind our audience that Ryan breaks down all the relevant info you'd need to know, so we know who it's by, who it's starring, what it's produced from, and Paramount Plus is where it's distributed from.
Which is like their big Paramount Plus exclusive streaming releases this year.
In the plot, nothing is what it seems when John Weir, a master of deception in the world of corporate espionage, is framed for murder by powerful forces with the ability to influence and control populations. Conspiratorial. Rabbit Hole of Descent, it's called.
Yeah, I thought it was decent enough.
Awesome. Well, Ryan says in the pros, I want to see more after this season aired, so you definitely enjoyed it. You enjoyed what they did with the corporate espionage angle of this story. Kiefer Sutherland was good as the main lead, Charles Dance playing his dad, and I can easily get sucked into what's going on. Yeah. In the cons, the reveal of who was behind everything didn't thrill me that much. I lost track of what the other characters were trying to accomplish, and the journey to the destination was boring to sit through. So a slow burn.
Oh yeah, definitely slow burn.
But ultimately worth the payoff.
Oh yeah, it's worth the wait, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I also like how the story played out. It's definitely worth a watch. But just you heard the phrase, you enjoy the journey.
It's about the journey and not the destination. So you're meant to enjoy the trip and not worry about getting to the end. So you're saying that the destination was good, but the journey was a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
It strikes me, Ryan, that Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland, he was doing his spy stuff more than 20 years ago now. And he was using pre-smartphones and the internet was a lot more basic back then. So does this program do a lot of high-tech stuff?
Well, yeah, like there's a lot of computers a lot.
Okay. Obviously, there were cell phones and that kind of thing in 24, but they were a lot more basic than what people can do nowadays.
Oh, yeah, but I think I'll definitely say this on high energy, high tech, where you're dealing with fake information and fake stories and not much of truth at all.
The rabbit hole means a lot of things, but nowadays it tends to mean getting lost in conspiracies on the internet. If you fall down the rabbit hole, then you end up becoming a QAnon supporter and that kind of thing.
So overall, I think this show's gonna be like main actors, the Kiefer Sutherland and Charles Dance.
But they're meant to be father and son. That is plausible.
Well, yeah, they did show a lot in the flashbacks of like him being like him want to like see more from his son, like learn about like data espionage. So basically, like teach him about that, even at a young age.
Can I ask about the Charles Dance character? Is he also a corporate spy? Does he have like advice to give his son?
Well, yeah, definitely, but it's like more of a on-off relationship between the two.
Yeah.
Because basically, Sutherland's probably just not agree a lot of the stuff that Charles Dance's character has been pretty tough on John. Pretty tough on John, even when he was like a child.
Yeah.
And he had to like suffer about like he needed to disappear for unknown reasons throughout his life when he was growing up.
Yeah, so he's that absent father who had spy stuff going on that he couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
I see as well in the trailer that Kiefer is doing a lot of drinking and a lot of popping of pills, and he's got a twitch in his hand. So
he's learning about all this, like after he's actually doing well for himself. He started a company without him in the picture throughout his life. John actually doing well for himself, like he's going to become a man, start his own company involving data espionage, which is doing a lot of three bad people in prison and actually do great stuff with life until he got framed for something that he didn't do.
He's an innocent man. Yeah.
Yeah, who is now on the run and now like in charge of putting a co-op team together, along with his off and off again dad, to find out like who's doing this.
It's very Bourne as well, isn't it? It's like Jason Bourne on the run. He's like super skilled, so you'll never catch him.
Yeah, they had like a surprising selective villains. One of them is like the actual guy behind everything. And the other one is surprisingly played by Peter Weller.
Cool.
Yeah, no Robocop. This is like the actual Peter Weller in makeup. Like in suit, bald head. Still feel like he's that. Still feel like his voice is like similar to Robocop. Even now.
Well, I mean, that was his voice, and he does look a bit robot-like, especially if you shave his eyebrows off. Cool. Again, he's an actor we haven't seen for a long time, so I like it when they do that, when they pull out the gems. Awesome. I'm taken, Ryan. If I had Paramount Plus, I will be watching this soon.
Yeah.
So that's where people can see it.
Yeah, which I gave this series a 5 out of 10.
We'll assume that means it's good, but not perfect.
Yeah, it was a solid series. If you're a fan of Kiefer Sutherland and all his stuff in 24, you'll probably be satisfied with what you see here.
Cool. And that is a good reference point to make. It's a Kiefer Sutherland program, basically. So if you like him, you'll like it. If you don't like him for whatever reason, you probably won't like it.